Even though I stopped deadheading the sweet peas a long time ago, there are still a few flowers. With them coming to the end of their time and the wind and the rain, they have slumped quite a lot lower. These are the foxglove seeds I planted a few weeks ago. They don't seem to be getting much bigger, so I'm thinking they might be eaten by slugs. And the hollyhock definitely is being eaten by something, but the sea holly is going well. I'm going to be planting a few more bulbs in here. First I've got to clear the area of this grass. These primroses are looking really tired and quite eaten by the snails or slugs. So I'm going to trim them back to expose the soil, well, mud really, so that I can then decide where to plant some bulbs. So I've cleared a bit of space here. I'm going to be planting some bluebells, 2 types of snowdrop and a fritillaria. And I've got some fresh compost to improve the soil. So what we have here is just what is naturally occurring in the ground in these parts. It's just very heavy clay soil. Basically, it's kind of like mud. Well, it is when it rains. And so this came out of when we dug out the flower bed. So I'm going to dig as much of this as I can be motivated to, and then I'm going to fill in with some compost. So I've managed to dig down to just over 10 centimetres. That's the 10 centimetre mark on my trowel there. I'm just going to add in some compost and I'm going to mix that in a bit. And a bit more. I'm just going to throw some bulbs in here. Those are the bluebells. And some snowdrops. Some more snowdrops, different type. And for some reason, I'm not confident that this is going to grow, so I'm only putting in 1 fritillary. Then I'm just going to space the bulbs out. Oh look, that one's already started to grow. That's them nicely spaced out, I think. And I'm just going to cover them with some compost, and then on the top of that I'm going to put back the hard clay soil. That should stop the cats and other animals from going on top. Oh, there is an old bulb in there. I think I'll dig that out in a minute. And I'm just going to stick in some of the plant tags just around the area so that I know where I've planted them. It's pretty obvious at the minute, but a bit later on it might not be so easy to tell. Elsewhere in the garden there's still a few tobacco plants in flower. And the statice is coming to an end. It's really starting to fade now, the colours. There's a few snapdragons still flowering. And a last surviving hollyhock. The grass has rapidly gone downhill. I haven't been able to cut it with the mower because the ground's been so wet and it's all soft when you walk on it. So I'm just having a little cut with the hand shears here. The grass is very fine and there's lots of gaps in it. It's muddy and there's a lot of moss. Particularly where plants have been lying on the ground, there's more moss, where it's dark and damp. I'm thinking I might even need to redo the whole lawn again next year, but this time choose a grass which is better suited for these conditions. Next week I'm going to be finding some more places to plant some bulbs and hopefully somewhere to plant the garlic.